Hello everyone, I'm Nora from Via Seating and I wanted to introduce you to one of the chairs that's available for quick ship right now to your home address if you need it. So this is a great example of a work chair that gives you synchro control and opportunity to move while you're staying productive, either at work or while you're at home at work. So this is the Run chair and it has a 4-way stretch elastomeric mesh. It also has great lumbar support, as you can see, engineered into the frame itself. So when I'm sitting in it, one of the most important things that I can achieve is great posture with this chair. And you can see I can sit pretty upright here. There's a couple of easy adjustments, and the most important thing is to adjust them to you. So on my right hand, the first thing I'll adjust is the height. And this is on my right hand. And I'll adjust the height where my knee is slightly lower than my hip, because that gives me the opportunity to rotate my pelvis forward and maintain great posture. The second thing I can do in this chair is move. And movement is so important, you guys, when you're sitting for a long period of time. So what I'm doing here, kind of like what my hands illustrate, is I'm opening and closing my hip spine angle. So to do that, I'm activating my core, I'm activating my large muscle groups. That in turn is stimulating better circulation, and that for me is a much healthier thing to do than just be rigid and static in a dining room chair or curled up like a pretzel on your sofa. So this opportunity to move is so important. I can adjust the resistance in the back for this, so I can make myself feel naturally buoyant in the chair. In other words, I'm not fighting it to get the movement or feeling like I'm being projected out of it. And that's located on my right hand too. So basically turn it righty to tighty, lefty to loosey, and you'll get that to where you feel naturally buoyant, so you're intuitively moving, so you're not even thinking about it, it's just happening. And that in combination with the 4-way stretch mesh feels wonderful. So those are the adjustments on my right hand. On my left hand, if I do want to lock the back right in an upright position, I can do that just by rotating this back, and it locks it in the upright. But again, as an ergonomist and for your health, it's a much better thing to keep it open so you have the ability to move. So I'm going to do that, just stay in motion as much as possible. There's a second adjustment on my left hand, and if you're a taller individual, you might need this. A good recommendation from an ergonomic standpoint is to maintain at least 2 to 3 fingers depth between the back of your leg and the edge of the seat. And you can see I have that right now. So I'm fine, I don't need to do anything. But if I was taller and I had more distance between the back of my leg and the edge of the seat, I need more support under my leg. So in order to maintain that, there's an adjustment here called a seat depth adjustment or a seat slide. And I can activate that from my left hand as well. Just simply lift up the paddle. It allows the seat to slide out and then gives me more access to that seat surface. So I can reduce the distance between the back of my leg and the edge of the seat and feel fully supported. As you can see, this is not ideal for me because at this point I'm cutting circulation off to my lower extremity, or to my feet. So what I want to do for me is to pop that seat back in, maintain that distance between the back of my leg and the edge of the seat, so I'm not restricting circulation while I'm sitting, and that's important. Also, a good task chair will have height adjustable arms, and of course this one has. So I can adjust the height of the arms very easily. What's the right height for you? So everybody's different, and that's the beauty of ergonomics, right? So having adjustability within the chair that can achieve adjustments for lots of different body types is important, and that's what we do here at Via. So everybody's measurement is different from shoulder to elbow. So my best rule of thumb is take a deep breath and then push out all the air. See what's happening to my shoulders when I do it. They should be dropping. I hope you can see that. I'm pushing every last ounce of air out. And at that point, I can feel the weight of my arm. I've released all the tension from my neck and shoulder area. And at this point, this is where my arm support should be. So I'm just going to adjust my arm to that and then rest my arm. So that's why it's called an arm rest. I know that seems silly, but it's very basic. Everybody is different from here, and that's why there's a range of height adjustability in arms to achieve that kind of opportunity to take the tension off of your neck and shoulder area, feel the weight of your arm, it's okay, it's your arm, and then support it as a rest. If you have it set too low, it can put you into a negative sitting position. If you have it set too high, it can create an awful lot of stress and tension in an area where you might naturally be storing that anyway. So to have that proper height range is very important. I hope those simple tricks and tips help you as you get through your day working from home or working in your office. Thank you.